Hi, it's time for an update on the Gen 1, what I've been up to. Now, I want to really try and get the ergonomics a little bit better. I've had this set up here. It's a aftermarket one-piece top clamp to reduce weight, and I run the Brembo radial master cylinder. But clearance is always a problem with the Hayabusa because it runs this very unique system of the handlebars incorporated in the top triple clamp. Now here's the stock one here, and it just weighs a ton because it's a top triple clamp with the handlebar plate on top of it isolated with the rubber bushes. Now I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to cut down the vibration. Typical four-cylinder engines have a bit of a buzzy section or a buzzy zone around 4,000 RPM. But it's just typical over-engineering from Suzuki as far as I'm concerned. And the other issue is that there's access only for the dampening control, but you can't slide the fork legs through the top clamp like you do on a normal sports bike setup. Here's the GSXR, standard GSXR top clamp, and the forks are slid up through there and the clip-ons are bolted on. I actually use this down at the drags, that's why it's in this setup. Very basic, straightforward and very adjustable. But the Hayabusa makes it complicated with this top clamp for the handlebars. Now you can go for these aftermarket top clamps which have the larger hole, but when they put in the larger hole they actually have to move this section here a little bit more forward than the standard one. So you can't bore that out to the 50mm diameter because you're going to hit into the casting for the handlebar mount. So what they do, they move it about 10mm forward from the centre line, they move it further forward. But then that causes you all the drama where your brake lever hits on the inside of the trim, or your reservoir hits at the top, there on the top of the trim in there. And with the handlebars on full left lock, the front of the brake lever will hit the standard dash. That's why I got an aftermarket dash in there to try and give myself some room, because the handlebars are basically too far forward. These 75mm rise side mount adjustable clip-ons have really got me interested. So I've been using these cheap adjustable bars as like a test rig just to see if I can get it to work, and so far I think I've got success, because on this we've got the bars about the same height as standard but a little bit back. We want the handlebar, which is there, running through and intersecting with the fork tubes on the side, not at the front. That's the whole problem with the thing. So I think this is going to work. I've got the inner panel on, mounted up so it's in the right position, and we can turn the bars and you can see that the brake lever is not going to touch. It's not going to touch the standard dash. It's not touching. I can easily get my hand through there, and this is much better than the system I've had so far. We now across the top to the screen, this reservoir to the screen or to the trim in there. It's clearing. Now, the other issue is then when you get towards the tank. So you've got to bring it down there like that. And we get the clearance down there enough for my hand. And we can just got the clearance on the frame in there. So it's close, but I think it's going to work. $259 or $260 US plus freight will be around just over $400 here in Australia. So I've got to get this right. Moto CNC from the UK make these top yokes conversion kits with handlebars, but I'm not really after that. The other conversion kit that's been around for a long time is the ABM brand, but I'm not really wanting to go that far with a handlebar, conventional handlebar system. So it might be the go if I can get these ones, these side zero offset bars. I'll keep you posted and we'll order those bars and we will try it. I think it will work. I don't like doing handlebars. This is my least favourite modification, changing handlebars, and I don't want to go to the full extent of the handlebar conversions because of then you have hydraulic line changes because everything is too short, doesn't reach. So I don't really want to do that. I did that on the Kawasaki there. I set this up with high bars for rider training, and I had to change clutch cables, brake lines, fairing clearances. It's just and now it's all been put back to standard, but it's a big job and I don't really want to do that again. So I want to keep it light and I want to make it a little bit better. So fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens next time. Thanks guys. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow me along to see how it goes. Thanks a lot. See ya.